well, if I want to manifest something, how exactly do I do that?
You have got to decide that you won't not have it if you're going to create it. You basically, as long as you're playing with, I might win, I might lose, you're energetically in a contradiction. What's the dream on your heart? The biggest one, the deepest one, the most important one. And are you going to be brave enough to decide you're unwilling not to have it?
Mix 102.5, the best mix from the 90s to now. Big Poppa in the afternoon. Time for another Mental Wellness Wednesday with life coach Rebeccah Silence. Rebeccah, how are you?
Well, hello, hello. Let's go. What do we got today?
Let's talk manifesting.
Ooh,
You- Well, here's the thing. You hear people talk about, well, manifest it. If you want something, manifest it. And people have heard the word manifest, but people may not necessarily know, well, if I want to manifest something, how exactly do I do that? So let's talk about like that.
okay. Let's go. So here's the thing. I think, find the word that you can actually get behind. So if manifesting just feels woo woo and weird and I'm not a manifester. I mean, I remember early in my career, my big word was intention. And my family would be like, oh, Rebeccah and her intention, 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 intention. Right. But I always get what I set an intention to create. So for me, the word intention to this day is my jam. Manifesting might be the word for you. Creating is another word that, basically sums up the same thing, right? When you're committed to manifesting something, you know what you want to create no matter what. When you're intentional, you know what you want to create no matter what. So just for starters, find the word that feels like home to you, that doesn't feel too out there or weird. And then from there, I'm going to make this really simple. You've got to decide that you won't not have it. Let me say it again. You have got to decide that you won't not have it if you're going to create it. You basically, as long as you're playing with, I might win, I might lose, you're energetically in a contradiction. And if you won't commit, if you won't decide, I am creating this thing, no matter what, before you've got the evidence that you can, before life feels like it's giving you the perfect path and now you can see how you're going to get there, so now you're going to go for it. If you're waiting for this illusion of a guarantee, it's imaginary, it's not real. There's no guarantee. There will never be a good time to commit to creating your heart's deepest desires. Let me just say that one more time. There will never be a good time for you to commit to creating your heart's deepest desires. Some of you don't want to be single again on another holiday. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's. Some of you want a love story so desperately, but it panics you to think about putting your heart on the line because you've been through the ringer and burned and rejected and abandoned, and you've tried and you've tried and you've tried and you've tried. So now why would I try again? But I can't imagine being single again on Christmas. If that's you, and whether it's a relationship or whatever it is, maybe you have a dream and an idea for a business. Maybe you have a dream for being a parent who can send your child on a gap semester or to their dream school. Or maybe you have a dream of a lake house, or maybe you have a dream of writing a book, or whatever it is. What we've got to start with is, what's the dream on your heart? The biggest one, the deepest one, the most important one. And are you going to be brave enough to decide you're unwilling not to have it? That you will do whatever it takes as long as it takes until you cross that finish line? Or are you going to keep wishing and hoping and wanting? The problem with manifesting, if you're not manifesting, is you're more afraid than you are committed.
Okay.
So, right. So as long as we're more afraid than we are committed, we don't get to have the thing. And some people, they have too many things at once. I'm going to, do this and that and this and that. all at once. You got to pick one at a time, and don't pick the thing that feels the hardest. This is so big. Do not pick the thing that feels the hardest to start with. Pick the thing that, oh my God, makes your soul sing and makes you come alive, that you are terrified of, but you want it. It inspires you. And then hire support. Don't do it alone. I am a coach with not one, not two, 3 coaches in this season. I've always had at least a coach. I got 3 right now of the world's best on my team that I talk to almost weekly. 3, because my dreams are bigger than ever before. And I one at a time, I got to be so committed. There is no option that I'm going to lose or fail or not cross the finish line. And I need support because I'm not
Right.
going to do this alone. It's faster with support. There's more ease and flow with support. So don't think you have to do it alone. Get the right support. And don't be hiring people that haven't done it or don't have a clue about what you're wanting. Find the people that have done what you want to do. Talk to them. Find the people that pursue their own big, hairy, scary, ambitious dreams. And I don't care what it is, pick the thing that you don't want to end this year without having actualized and created for yourself. And we were born to create, and we are powerful creators. How did I manifest beating cancer with a 5% chance to live? That's it. That's all I got. I decided I was going to live like I was going to live. I burned the option literally that I would die, knowing I very well might. But I was going to put all my energy towards I'm alive, I'm going to live. How do I live more? How do I take care of myself more with the commitment to life, moment to moment? Until we're at the place where we're in the game because it's who we are and what we want to create, there's no creating it. We can't want it and expect to have it. It's not enough to just want it. You've got to become so invested, even if it feels crazy, even if it's very obvious that this is a big risk and it's, very unlikely. If you can see it, this is what I'll leave us with today. My definition of being realistic is I can see it. I don't question whether or not it's realistic, waiting to make sure other people can do it or see it or believe in me. And now it's realistic. If I can see it, I'm capable. Period. End of story. So you have a dream on your heart that you can see that terrifies you to commit to because you don't want to fail. You don't want to put your heart on the line. You don't want to risk not getting there. I get it. I've worked with countless clients over the years that have been there too. But people hire me to be the support to guarantee that they're going to have their dream. And so again, you just owning this is too important for me to not go for it and getting the right support. There's no way you can lose. Now, it might be a longer, bumpier road than you hoped for or that you anticipated. But as long as you meet yourself and life where you are and where life is moment to moment and stay committed, inevitably you'll succeed. You just can't quit. You can want to quit, just don't.
It's a Mental Wellness Wednesday with life coach Rebeccah Silence. Find her online at RebeccahSilence.com. Always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next week.
Love you all. Thank you.